The Lantern is brought to you by Innovation Economy Banking at JP Morgan. This is Matt from MGMT Boston. Welcome today, another episode of The Lantern brought to you by JP Morgan this month in September. Today, I have Jess Lynch, an early stage VC and former founder. Jess, tell us about your journey. Where have you been and where do we stand today?
Yeah, pumped to be here. I'm a founder. I started a marketing tech company, Wishroute, in Boston. And now I invest in early stage startups full time. I'm a GP at FoundersEdge and I angel invest.
Amazing. What are you seeing in the market today? What are you excited about as you've had some different seats around the startup table?
Market-wise, I'm still up in Boston about every other week, but I actually moved to the Hartford area and have been building community in Connecticut. So that's been a fun market change. But in both places, I just love how founders are able to build with less. And I'm really impressed with scrappiness because there has been less capital available in the market. And founders are using the latest and greatest tooling to run experiments more quickly and especially loving the innovation in more legacy industries. I just invested in a hospice tech company that's made exceptional progress with just 2 co-founders and some remote fractional engineering support. Also in auto tech, my family runs car dealerships.
Cool.
So it's an area of interest and there's a lot of room for innovation and loving some of the companies I'm seeing built there.
Great. And now Jess is an awesome use case because she's literally sat around the table. She started her career as an operator, then as a founder. Now she's an investor. What's maybe the top 2 things you've learned sitting around the entire table?
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Just the recency and the ahas I've had. One is the best advice on fundraising and preparation I've found comes from founders who have raised money from the investors you're trying to raise money from. As a founder, I made the mistake of getting pitch feedback from people who had raised money, 20 years ago or really impressive executives. And sure, they have a helpful perspective, but it actually can lead you in the wrong direction for the stage and investors you're targeting. So I always say, get a group of 3 founders around you that have raised from the types of investors that you're raising from, get feedback, get introductions. I always give advice and pitch feedback, but when it's not relevant to my domain from the investors I raised from in the area I built a business, I always say, go find the people that are. Another thing that I've learned is the importance of building trust really quickly with investors. That's really what they're looking for when they're evaluating, or at least what I do as a founder. Is this founder going to show up consistently? Are they being thoughtful? Are we going to have a good relationship long term? A quick way to build trust is to ask investors for feedback or advice and then take action on that if it's good. If it's not good, go find other investors and come back and let that person know how it went, what you learned, and have frequent touch points. So even in a 2 or 3 week kind of evaluation period, you can actually build in a lot of different interactions that then help each other get to know each other and build trust. So that's something I didn't appreciate as a founder that I now do as an investor.
Excellent. And last but not least, what is your ask? How can we help you in the Boston community and even the greater New England?
Yeah, thank you. Well, if you know a founder or investor in Connecticut, let me know because I'm building new community there. And when I'm up in Boston, I would love to meet with you if you're a founder building something disruptive, using latest and greatest technology to reduce friction in user experience. My venture partner, Greg, and I are both UX, UI experts and really want to help founders build companies that are going to solve huge problems for individuals and companies. So come chat.
We're in the Seaport today. Jess is accessible. This is another episode of The Lantern. I'm Matt. This is Jess, early stage VC and former founder. Thanks for joining us. This episode of The Lantern is brought to you by Innovation Economy Banking at JP Morgan. With JP Morgan's guidance, your startup can go from growing pains to growing without limits. With tech that powers your growth and bankers across the globe to help you disrupt every market, you can go from seed to IPO and beyond. JP Morgan, let's build your future together.